morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Exhaust Noise. So I want to show you this today because this is kind of how cars are going to progress towards, I guess, a newer archetype, you would call it, and not completely like a Tesla. Like, it's not a fully electrical car by any means. It's not electrical at all, but for example, it doesn't have the gear shift or the stick shift. Like when you want to put it in park or neutral or drive, you don't shift at all, you just press buttons. And I thought that was pretty cool. Like, it's definitely a way that cars are advancing and progressing more so towards. It's very different from obviously mine, but I think it's really cool. I want to show it to you guys, and it's definitely got a lot of cooler the features. It's a smaller car, it's faster than mine. So without any further ado, we are going to swap the 2018 Jeep for a 2018 Honda Accord in 3, 2, 1. We are back with the Honda Accord 2018 Touring 2.0 Turbo, which I will show you guys here in a sec. It's a 4-cylinder car, small engine, and honestly, as you guys will see later on in the video, that over there should be the turbo. It's very well hidden. It has quite a kick. Like, this thing will take off, and it's got a lot of cool features that my Jeep doesn't have. It's honestly the polar opposite of it, as you can see. Whereas I have the big tires, this has low profile tires. It's a matter of personal preference, right? Like, all in all, this will always be more comfortable. It's got a stiffer suspension, it holds up better on the road, whereas mine is a bit rougher, it's a bit bouncier. Honestly though, like, all things considered, it's a very different style of driving, right? Like, whereas this will go fast, which is something I really enjoy, my Jeep can go off-road. So one of the things I found really cool about this car is the lack of gear shift on it. If you take a look over here, this is the gear shift essentially, right? So right now it's currently in park. The parking brake's on, and then if you want to say, when you take the parking brake off, you just press this. If you want to go in reverse, pull it back, neutral, and drive. It's definitely very different, and it takes a little bit of getting used to, I would say. When I first saw it, I was thoroughly confused. It was like one of those, like, you know, hey, where's the gear shift? But you get used to it, and I think it's really cool. As you can see, you can also put it in sport mode in the same place. And then this car does have a turbo, so especially in sport mode, it's got a little bit of a kick. I'll show you guys in a little bit. So one of the main differences about this car, especially compared to my Jeep, is the suspension is a bit tighter on it, which makes the car a lot more smooth down the road. Now, unlike my Jeep, which I don't really care about potholes, right? Like, this car has low profile tires, and if you ever driven a car with low profile tires, you'll realize that it's very smooth all the way around until you hit a pothole. And essentially, while you're driving, the whole game becomes dodge the pothole. Like, if you hit it, chances are you will A, either damage the wheel, or B, lose the wheel. Neither of which is a fun scenario. Right now, so we're driving currently not in sport mode, and you'll be able to hear the turbo a little bit. So here in sport mode, we're gonna give it a little bit of gas and just see how nicely it goes. I really like the fact that it has these little paddle shifters over here. It's a much more fun way of driving the car, personally. Makes you feel like you're in an actual race car, and then on top of that, the turbo kick is really nice. The nice thing about this car though is it's super quiet. Like, if you don't push it, if you don't try to rev it, it's very smooth on the road, as long as you don't hit a pothole, obviously. And it has that all around, like, luxurious feeling to it, right? Where it's just the complete opposite of the Jeep. The Jeep is loud, it's obnoxious, and it depends on your personal preference, right? Like, I personally love loud cars. I like hearing the engine, I like the noise of it. But if if you're not like me, you'll obviously prefer like more quiet cars that don't make a lot of noise. They're very comfortable while you're driving them. And this car really is. Like, the Honda Accord is very nice, especially the newer models. Personally, I think they're very comfortable, and they're very enjoyable to drive overall. I believe the MSRP retail value for it is about $45,000 Canadian, which is honestly more than fair, I think. Well guys, that officially concludes today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. Driving this car. Fortunately, it's time for me to take it back now and take back my Jeep. It's definitely a lot faster by comparison. It's a lot more comfortable. Not a trade I would necessarily do just because I love the off-roading aspect of my Jeep. It's a lot of fun. It brings me a lot of joy. If you like this video, please leave me a comment below. If you think you'd enjoy seeing something else like this done again, let me know what car you want to see, and maybe if I can get a hold of it, I will gladly do a review on it. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time on Exhaust Noise. Peace.